What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana, back at you with another YouTube video. The long-awaited Pokemon Sleep is currently in its short beta testing phase, so today I'll be going over all the details so you know exactly what to expect once this game goes live. So let's go ahead and hop into it. Okay, so I'm here on Cerebi's website where we have all of the inside information on what exactly we can expect once Pokemon Sleep goes live for everyone. Like I mentioned, it is currently in beta testing. It's a very short test period, and they're currently not able to tweet out any pictures or footage or anything. It's all being kept very under wraps. But Cerebi does have a lot of insider information as they did get access to the game early, so we're gonna go over everything that we know so far. So here on the little introductory page for Pokemon Sleep, it says Pokemon Sleep is a unique title for mobile devices. Pokemon Sleep aims to turn sleep into entertainment by having the player's sleep duration and wake time affect gameplay. So essentially, in order to play Pokemon Sleep, you have to get good, restful sleep. But this game tracks your sleep patterns and lures in other Pokemon which have similar sleep patterns based on how well you sleep, which is adorable. The game runs in 3 gameplay cycles as you raise your Snorlax each week in order to find various Pokemon. So your big main Pokemon is going to be a sleepy Snorlax that you do have to feed and take care of in order for it to grow, and the more restful sleep that you get, the more likely he is to grow and attract other Pokemon while you are sleeping. And it looks like this game does connect with a new device, which is the Pokemon Go Plus, which is similar to the Pokemon Go Plus in that it works exactly the same way as the Pokemon Go Plus in Pokemon Go, but it's tied to Pokemon Sleep. So it will be able to detect the player's sleep patterns and use them for the game. And then going a little bit more in depth on the gameplay cycles, it says here, Pokemon Sleep is a rather unique game that is a fairly passive title. This game has 3 different areas of gameplay depending on the time of day, but you can complete most of them at any point in the day if you do so wish, and the game follows the day-night cycle of your current location. At the start of each week, you'll be given a new Snorlax to raise to the end of the week, and the Pokemon you find towards the end of the week will be rarer than at the start if you have raised your Snorlax well. So it looks like you get to basically restart this entire cycle each week, which is kind of cool. You get a new Snorlax each week, and the better you raise it, the more likely you are to get those rarer Pokemon. So for the night cycle, it says the first of the cycles is the night mode. This mode is basically set around going to sleep, though you can go to sleep at any time of the day. This can be done either in the app itself, where you need to have your phone plugged in and active face down on your pillow or bed, or use a Pokemon Go Plus Plus. The game can track 2 sleep cycles a day, and you need to have at least 90 minutes of sleep registered in order to count, which, if you didn't know, 90 minutes is 1 REM cycle. So it looks like you need to go through at least 1 REM cycle in order for it to be registered in the game. So they really are making sure that you get some good sleep. For the morning cycle, it says the next cycle of play comes after the sleep cycle. End the sleep cycle session or sync the Pokemon Go Plus Plus, and the data will be transferred into the game. From there, you will earn sleep points, and Snorlax's drowsy power will be calculated. This is calculated based off of Snorlax's current strength multiplied by your sleep score, and the Pokemon that have come to Snorlax will appear. The higher the score, the rarer the Pokemon and their sleep style. Here you can check the Pokemon that have come and add them to your sleep cycle dex. You can also feed them Pokemon biscuits to befriend them so that they can join your team as Pokemon helpers. That is so cute, you get little helpers, oh! And then the last cycle is this one here, which is the afternoon cycle, which it says the rest of the day is the other part of the game where you can help your Snorlax grow. This is done by using ingredients obtained by the Pokemon in your Pokemon helper team to make 3 meals for Snorlax: breakfast, lunch, and dessert. Aww. And giving them a variety of berries to grow gradually. Oh, cute. Okay, so the little helpers literally help you gather ingredients so that you can help raise your Snorlax so that it can have a higher drowsy powder so that more Pokemon can join you. So as Snorlax grows, it will have a higher drowsy power, which will attract more Pokemon. Using items including incense, you can get even further boosts ahead of your next sleep time. Why does this game actually sound like it could be so fun? There is, of course, also a little intro video that they posted on the actual Pokemon YouTube channel. You can go ahead and take a look at that. It is kind of a longer video, but it does have a lot of good insight in there as well. However, as cool as all of that sounds, I think what sounds even cooler is that you can actually shiny hunt in this game, which I think is going to be very interesting considering that majority of this game is played in your sleep. But according to this article that I found here on Kotaku, it says the upcoming Pokemon Sleep Tracker app seems to include shiny Pokemon, or Pokemon that appear in atypical color variations. Joe Merrick, our boy that owns Cerebi, webmaster of Cerebi.net, noted shiny's presence in Sleep on Twitter, which here is the original tweet that he has here, which he tweeted out on the 9th that says, "So it appears that shiny Pokemon are in Pokemon Sleep. I hope you're all prepared for your shiny hunting streams and everything." But the article then goes on to say, according to a gameplay trailer the Pokemon Company released last week, Sleep players will accumulate Pokemon in their Sleep style decks by growing a sluggish Snorlax by giving it meals and consistently tracking good sleep. The more powerfully sleepy Snorlax becomes, the more Pokemon will be available to collect. In the build we played, which as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Cerebi did get a first glimpse at the actual app and they were able to kind of play around with it, which is how they get all of their insider information. But in the build we played, Cerebi said in a preview posted on July 7th, there were over 100 Pokemon capable of being found, and each Pokemon has at least 3 different sleep styles with different star ratings to indicate their rarity. The better quality sleep and higher the Snorlax's drowsy powder, the better chances of finding the rare sleep styles. So not only does it look like there's shiny Pokemon, but there's obviously also rare sleep styles, so you have 2 things to hunt for in this game. Finally, some fans said on Twitter the franchise's fastidious shiny hunters will be forced to get 8 blissful hours of sleep instead of burning their retinas with retires, exploits, and a school of Magikarp that all look the same. The sleep tracker will be compatible with the Bluetooth-enabled Pokemon Go++ device, which importantly will not only help measure your sleep data, but Pikachu's familiar voice can give you cute prompts when it's time to wake up or go to sleep, the Pokemon website says. That's cute. It looks like, however, Pokemon Sleep does not have an official release date, but fans do speculate that it'll release close to Pokemon Go's Catching Some Z's event, which is set to start on July 15th, which is coming up pretty quickly here, and I do think that that makes a lot of sense, especially considering that this does work in tandem with the Pokemon Go++, which is very similar to the Pokemon Go+, which is what you use to catch Pokemon in Pokemon Go without having the actual app open. But the Catching Some Z's event will feature shiny variations of Abra, Drowsy, Galarian Slowpoke, Jigglypuff, Mareep, Mega Blaziken, Munna, Slackoth, Snorlax wearing a nightcap, and Teddy Ursa. And the article ends off by saying, ahead of the event, Sleep's open beta is now available to Android users in Argentina, Australia, Canada, or New Zealand through July 13th. Merrick told Kotaku in an email that while he didn't acquire any Sleep shinies himself, he's noticed data miners finding them in the beta. So it looks like there is data for shiny Pokemon, so you'll be able to hunt for those rare sleep styles and shiny Pokemon, which obviously this was found out through a data mine, so maybe we won't have shinies right away, but it does look like they will be introducing shinies into Pokemon Sleep as well. But there you have it, that is all of the information that we have so far on our long-awaited Pokemon Sleep app. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, I kindly suggest that you consider subscribing so that I can continue to make content for you guys. And if you are already subscribed and you would like another way to support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all of my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to those of you who have joined the channel as members. I appreciate you all so much. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.